Good morning and welcome back to Tiki Town. Welcome back to the hunt for food. I've just cleaned out our car a little bit with anything that was left in there, food or food related. So I wanted to kind of have everything here in one place, even like the pans and cooking pots. Just, kind of so that we know what we have. Also, kind of putting a lot of stuff in here, even though it's not necessarily our final base, but I don't want to carry it around here. Um, and yeah, I'm putting like all the food stuff in here. I was kind of with the fact that we're really low on weight, but we don't really run hunger. We have something to eat. We don't have the calories to keep up our weight, and that's a problem. So I need to start actually, instead of just eating the stuff, I need to turn it into salads, into stews, into soups. You need to get that little bit extra out of it that you get from actually cooking it. We have some decent cooking skill, so should do the best out of it. The other thing, yeah, I grabbed the spare crowbar we had in the car. Since this one here is on its last leg, and we're gonna switch to that. We still have a metal baseball bat, but I kind of want to use the crowbars first. They do slightly less damage, but they have a really low chance to break. And you get experience for your maintenance skill each time you attack with a weapon, and it doesn't take damage. So crowbar is kind of the best weapon for that. That being said, normally I wouldn't go out of my way to, use a crowbar just for leveling up maintenance. But since we're using long blunts anyway, it kinda fills both purposes. It levels up our main weapon skill, and we get some maintenance out of it in the process. What are the skeletons on the ground? This is not. I think. So what I usually do in the sandbox settings, and I think I've done it for this run also, is set the corpse removal time to 5 days. Right, after 5 days, corpses despawn. The default, I think, vanilla default is 9 days. I always thought that it's a little bit long. Especially in build 42, you can no longer chuck corpses into a dumpster and delete them. You really have no way to get rid of them outside of burying or burning. And I set it down. I'm actually not 100% sure if I set it to 5 days or if I left it at default. I guess we could look. But either way, it's not been 5 days, and it's certainly not been 9 days, and we already have a bunch of... Holy crap. How much have... who has been eating all of that? I'm concerned now. Very concerned. Oh, there she goes. Man, that's... Yeah, all the gear that they had gone. Oh, that is steady. Okay, and now we know who ate all of that. Maybe all the zombies that are there. Yeah, alright. Take it slow. is all kind of slowing down clearing out this building. And which then in turn also means it's going to take us more time to get back to looting places that might actually have food. Although, actually, I don't remember looking into the cells, if the cells had any sort of cabinets, because sometimes you can find, like, chocolates and sweets and something like chips or so. This is wild. Yeah. One eating down there. Yeah, that look away trick and see if something changes has been actually a really helpful hint. The thing is, I guess they get caught in, right? Attracted by the corpses, and then they eat. They fully devour a corpse, and then the next pile of corpses around the corner, and you constantly pull them in closer and closer to you. Eating going on here. Disgusting. Also, why did I not break here? Kill this guy, then have a little sit down. Now there's something, you know, this feeding position sometimes looks a little bit weird, but that's the only comment I'm gonna make on that. So yeah. Alright. Probably also a lot of nibbling going on in the garage down below, because we killed a bunch of zombies there. I'm glad that I've been kind of thorough about removing the items from the inventory of the zombies, because this would have all been lost. Although it looks like some of the skeletons still have some of their gear. Let me actually have a look at this, because I thought they would lose all of this. So there is starving zombies bodies. Oh, it's a 50% chance for each item to be destroyed by default. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, then I think is it world corpse removal time? Is it in the zombie options? One thing I also remembered that I always tend to forget with the zombie options is, where is it? Yeah, we have, of course, in the default apocalypse settings which are running here, population peak is at day 28. We are at day 9. So you start off with 0.65 multiplied by 1, so 0.65 zombie population, and on day 28 we're going to reach 1.5 multiplied by 0.62, so 1x. So, you know, roughly 50% of the max zombie population isn't even there yet. So yeah, something we'll have to look out for. Not really curious. Okay, no, corpse removal is at 120 here, so 5 days. It's despawn, which is slower than the default of 9 days, or faster rather. The other slower. Invert slower. Right, let's see how bad it looks down here. In terms of feeding frenzy. This door seems to be broken down. I think we closed it before we left. So some weird line of sight stuff going on. That's so weird. Weird background sound happening that I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, it's the zombies attacking the fence here. Oh, this is okay. Seeing a lot of guys coming in for that gate. This is gonna be kind of annoying. Also saw a bunch of guys here, and we're out of breath again. Weren't able to unlock this. I kind of wanted to rest inside so we're out of the zombie smell radius. I hope I don't regret this. Then it feels like we're dragging in zombies from further away, and they slowly make their way from corpse pile to corpse pile. Continuously a problem. Problem we have to deal with. I know there's one behind me at the fence. Yeah, not losing any time. That's the guy I just killed 2 minutes ago and already being munched on. Hello. So, I don't know if you can see splashes in the water and can fish here. Hello. Random free zombies out of the woods. Oh, hang on a second. Did I just find the answer to our problems and didn't even realize it? There's an open water source here. Free cleaning, unlimited water supply for washing. This is a problem. My palette here. Just having a smoke here. Behind the dumpster. I was really thinking that, we'll be cleaning out the rest of this place today and then casually moving in, but looks like the zombies are here for the cleaning. Like a horde from the graveyard coming over. Man, I can't trust like the area where I think we've cleared here. It's like, yeah, no, but cleared just means you just put down a bunch of zombie lures. What happened to all the zombies that were here? Just have been going straight through the building, coming out on the other side. This is kind of convenient. If this was our base, you just drive in here, unload your shit, put it in storage, and then drive your car down to the parking lot. No. Okay. Got some work here cut out for us. Desk, huh? Extra fancy. Interrogation. Yeah, I don't think the cells have any sort of storage, so it's not even worth looking through them. Might be worth though, since we have a little bit of no immediate threats. A little wash up. This is a glass wall, not an exit. I'd like to not kill zombies inside though. Can avoid it. Quick look upstairs. I think most of the zombies that would have been up here would have come out by now. This is really just a quick check. Do we have any smokes in the desks? More electrical items we could disassemble here. Lots of computers also. Coming in. Oh, I didn't see a Samara anywhere. An armory here. Photocopiers. Nice, nice. A little kitchen with plenty of food to keep us going for another 20 weeks. Okay, that's crackers. Something in this fridge there, I can see it. A whole broccoli. Run is basically saved. Freezer, no. This freezer, also no. I like the trays for the plates. That's the one we saw from upstairs, yeah. But again, the whole new change on the shoulder bumping. So I was trying to run through him, right? As you would have done at any point in any previous patch. The game's like, nope, not doing that anymore. Thankfully, the zombie, if it's a single zombie, still gets stunned from the shoulder bump, but I feel like the player character is just as hindered or stunned by that bump as the zombie is. Making the direction might get flipped around. Alright. Do we have that huge group? Oh, they're still mostly there. We'll get their attention. Okay, we might need a blocker or two here. That was a very poorly timed cough. Even someone coming out of the... Ooh. I'm curious if they can kinda halfway through up the ramp fall over the side. No. And they still gonna need to get used to the perspective of the ramp. Also, some line of sight shenanigans happening there. And then they disappear like on the last 2 meters. Which I assume is something that like Indie Stone has to kind of figure out. It's probably one of the reasons why they hadn't implemented it yet in the official maps, but I still, you know, I'd rather have the ramp and, you know, have some minor bugginess to deal with than not have the ramp. Also, I should totally... Looks weird. Complete window gone after you remove the glass. Yeah, have a second exit since we can't open this door apparently. That's also terrible. Terrible way of exiting, and we're set again. I guess that's another advantage of making some proper food. That should also take care a little bit more of our happiness issues. Zombie, I think the zombie might thinks they can climb over this, and then they realize, nope, gotta walk up the ramp. Gotta ramp it up. How many were down there? Where are they even coming from? How did they get down there? So how many are on that fence there? Grand total of 3 zombies. And there's like 5 more sitting on various corpses eating. Out of breath again. See, how do you get problems with muscle strain if you can barely fight 10 zombies before you run out of breath? Okay, we're just gonna have to rest again. It's already also 9 in the evening, but I kind of don't want to leave these guys there. I mean, it's still, you know, July, so we're gonna have fairly bright evenings still. Try to make the best out of it. Here, one there. It's okay. think it's getting kind of late, but I kind of want to have one more look here at the parking garage. I think she must have been like just going corpse to corpse and having a field day. And we have somebody on the fence again. Alright, last one for tonight. Now I'm a little bit I'm hearing one more. I think if I always go one more, we're gonna be busy here for quite a while. People. No, when we were going around, right, there's the storage lots over there, northwestern direction. There were a ton of zombies there. If they get attracted by all of this mess, we're gonna have a little bit of work to do. Also, I'm very curious. We found Samara key. Haven't seen a Samara anywhere. Again, water's still unlimited. So let's wash up. Then we're gonna have a smoke. Oh, that also took care of the happiness. Nice. Now we can have a nice broccoli, garlic, pickle, and venison salad. Also reduces thirst, boredom, unhappiness. It's still going down now. Let's make one more salad. Using the word salad here very loosely. Still going. We have the cereal and we have the butter as like, last resort, high calorie stuff. We also have a bag of rice, so we could cook some. Well, no, we haven't have a proper oven. I was like, we can't cook in the microwave. Let's see. I think if we grab a saucepan, fill it with water. Do we not have a something with the rice? Put rice in saucepan. Up to dark. Easy fix. We literally can't do it via that menu. I need to do it this. I guess. Okay. Now then we should be able to some venison rice. Typical thing you do at midnight, cook some rice. While reading about masonry. Realized we had a spoon or something. Still going down though. Can't really catch a break. Also, probably, yeah, full to bursting. Even if we wanted to eat some more, we can't. The usual reading until 2. Not in the mood for a double day episode here today. I thought we spent most of the day just running around there in that police station. But no, 90 kills still. Should have probably checked like that daily overview thing. Will also tell you more precisely what your weight gain and losses are. It could be that we just lost, I don't know, a couple 100 grams, which is still annoying if you're this close to the 75 threshold. But less dramatic as if you losing half a kilo. I think we're gonna start it off here. One of me wants to check out that place. It's fully, yeah. Let's check out this place today. Kind of fully walled off. I'm not gonna, and it has metal bar fences, so we're not gonna have zombies banging on the fences the whole day. Oh, it's FBI. I thought this was some sort of ranger camp, right? Since we have the ranger car here, but ooh, gee. How many of you are behind that wall here? Run around the corner. No, I don't need another key for the residence. Thank you very much. Now, bound to happen. How's the surrounding area looking anyway? A number of zombies over there that are snacking on a single corpse. Where did all these guys come from? Okay, let's get out of this little death trap here that I maneuvered myself into. There's my favorite out of breath message again. You guys come around the fence. Be snacking here. I mean, that is right behind that storage lot where we saw the like 20 zombies yesterday. I don't have a real feeling yet for how long of a distance the smell carries. Definitely fewer zombies here than we saw yesterday. Still a fair few. What key work for this? It does. Alright, let's close the thing behind us. These are actually loot containers. Fancy. This thing? Oh, this is also. I like it. Need some smokes for my desk. Thought I was hearing a zombie. For some reason I thought this would lead into the other building, but no. It leads straight to the outside. Zombies come around this side, with this one coming around that side. So I'm constantly looking at the corpse piles, see if there's somebody feeding. Thankfully, not the case at the moment. Yeah, when you're back, some sort of bread knife, steak knife. Take on these two guys that are coming around the fence. And then we can... 3 guys. Whatever happened to the feeding session over there? That corpse is fully gone. Okay. But we gotta clear out our keys at some point here. It's not like most of these places have any doors left that require keys. So office supplies. What in the world? Staircase. That is looking very weird. That transition. Do we see a light? There's a light switch all the way over there. I don't think I have any one-handed weapon at the moment. This way. There's also a fancy bookshelf. I like it. The kitchen here with at least a can of something. Now we have like 10,000 nightsticks somewhere over there. I guess I have a meat cleaver. That should be good enough for a one-handed weapon. Oh, want another one of these? Ooh, a canteen. I like it. Excuse me, what? I'm just still amazed by this door. Hidden bookshelf door. What? What's happening here? Clean showers. Stairs down. What? The magazine. I'm up. Looks like a, let's say, eating area. Ice cream. Get in my belly. I'm gonna take everything from down here. Everything. Yes, everything. All the things. We've taken it all. No, actually, let's just eat this right away. Stairs down. This little tiny FBI bureau has certainly more to it than I initially thought. Like the military barracks beds, and then because of my beds have blankets mod, get like some flower pattern blanket on the beds. It's a little bit silly. Another armory with not much in here. Military gun case. M16, alright. How about a military backpack? Wouldn't that be nice? Now we gotta, of course, properly loot a bunch of this stuff and bring it out. At the moment, since I don't know yet where and what my final base will be, I'm leaving everything as is. Workshop, metalworking stuff. Storage here. Metalworking stuff and tools. Generator room or something like that. What else do we have? Bathroom? Shooting range? And there's another door. Ah, this was pretty cool. What a cool basement. Been in that one? My laundry room leading into. Yes. I still can't get over that shelf door. That is some creative map design here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. If you can't tell. Alright, back to Clover action. I didn't come across a key for this car. I kinda don't want to smash it to get inside. In case it has an alarm, although wouldn't that alarm have triggered when I tried to open it? Ah. I think I have an answer to that question. God damn it. I had the right idea of it. Don't mess with the car. It might have an alarm. And then I messed with the car and it had an alarm. Some smoke on that. Big zombies coming in there. Question is, will they, the ones coming from the north, if they will, well, there's a zombie coming from down here. They will find their way around the fence, or if they get stuck on the northern side of the fence. Second there, we had no noodles whatsoever. Looking a little bit busy. I think we can take those like 10 zombies or so that I'm seeing right now. Some of them are busy eating. Beta it up. No, never mind. I think we have some more beta blockers in the car. Which doesn't really help me right now. It might be more than 10 zombies that were attracted by this car alarm. I know, I don't really have time to count. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you while eating there. While eating there. Okay. And deal with the consequences of our actions here. Second. Goodbye, regular sunglasses. Hello, aviators. You can almost see them under the hat. Yes, the advantage of triggering a car alarm is once you've dealt with all the zombies, you have a little bit of buffer around your place. Because everything nearby has just been pulled over. Rested, and then we killed like what? 3 zombies over there, 5 here, and now we're out of breath again. So really, like, we can barely kill 8 zombies before we need to rest again. That'd be right. I still need to get a feeling for how much fighting I can do before I'm running out of breath. Yeah, of course, it always also depends on how lucky do you get, how many swings do you need for a zombie, how many misses you have while swinging. Wow, I did not expect that to be 6 zombies eating there. At least 3 more there and 1 here. On the left. 3 coming from the left. Well, interesting to see though how quickly they get distracted by the corpses, and they, I'm clearly inside their vision range, right? But they're rather a snack, which understandable. It's like a because like the variety that we have to offer here in terms of snacks. I won't find that anywhere else. Sooner or later, I'll come around and present the check to them. Looks like they're not willing to pay up. One more nibbler in there. 2 more. 3. We just hit. And there's still like 15 zombies over there at the storage lockers. Okay. So was that all worth it for a box trap, trapping magazine, a little bit of ammo? Probably not. Now that we triggered the alarm, we might as well smash our way in there. What? What are you doing? This is a... I mean, don't expect ranger cars to have the separation between back and front, but I guess it's a... You thought this was a ranger car, it's actually an FBI car, but it still has ranger equipment inside, so we don't know what car we are. Boost myself down quickly here. Normally, early game, you know, storage units, great loot, but I'm like, that's not what we need. We need food. I mean, that ice cream that we found today definitely helped. Barely, we're still losing weight. I guess that's what we should do, right? For ice cream shops. Oh, it's out. That's where the calories are. So I want to keep an eye on the corpses we have down here. Like, this one is a skeleton, so somebody has been eating. Everything else still looks normal. Down there. Not seeing anyone across the road. Looks reasonably peaceful. Now there's actually somebody having a field day. Two more zombies here. One thing I don't remember actually checking is if we had full line of sight of this parking lot. Nobody there. Zombie in the trees here, a couple on the railroad tracks. There's the power wagon. I think did we? Yeah, power wagon crew cab. That might be from down there. So we'll take on these three guys then. It's like we're not getting any peace here anytime soon in this area. trees. I think we'll leave that for tomorrow or so. This is gonna be, I guess part of it is what I mentioned earlier. We're not at peak day yet, so some of this might just be zombies spawning in as we're getting to peak day, peak population. What I would like to do before we call it a night is just have a quick look here around that kart racing track. What's that? Vehicle service. Oh, it's like, it's not a kart racing, it's like, you know, where you take a vehicle exam or something like that. So old Tiki Town had a little kart racing thing, also with its own special carts. Wonder if that still exists and where on the map we will find it. The real reason why I'm still running around here is because I still want to find that Samara we found the key for. Comic books are also reducing unhappiness, as opposed to the magazines that are only boredom and stress. So let's grab these whenever we see them. How do you get to the back here in this place? Just have to go through the garage? Yeah. See. Menu. Oh, did I? No. Looks like there's the path through here, but no. Okay, and these are not desks, okay. I imagine you're working here, and you're like, oh, gotta go to the bathroom, you know. Little bit inconvenient. There was a second zombie here earlier. I think I don't care. Given the time of day, and we are exhausted and tired, and apparently somebody got caught up in there. Oh yeah, great timer for the coughing. Let's have a look in. To water unlimited. Cool. I think we're gonna go ahead here. Kill all. Alright, what's more rice? Are you telling me we used up all the rice in one single serving? That is not great. Oh. Yes, we don't need that saucepan anymore, and we don't have a proper thing. Proper cooking pot to make any ever like stew or soup. So I guess we're just making salads. I'm still living off that one buck we got from the general store. Alright, I guess what we can do though is get rid of all the watches we collected over time. Also, I wanna get all the cigarettes out of the packs. I think I'm gonna switch over to the canteen. That's our primary water container. I'm not even sure why I'm still carrying that mason's trowel around with me. Then I'm gonna need these magazines here about the cars. I think I'm gonna drop cabin and residence keys here. Very certain, probably been to all of these places. Alright, how are we looking weight-wise? 75 going down. So we're making one more venison salad. That's not enough. We're gonna eat half a pack of cereal. That's not enough. We eat the other half. Too full to eat. It continues to be a problem. Rather weight. Food, not so much. That's, I mean, this is like, I want to say 3 days. How's the cow milk? Drink. Not doing anything for weight. Now we're too full, and it's almost 3 AM. Okay. Have a sleep. Look at the actual food stats. Not rest. .395 loss. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the big problem we're gonna be facing. If we look at the map here, so we basically cleared out this kind of area here, right? The police station, the FBI station, fire station, the car thingamabob. We've not cleared out this, the mausoleum. I guess this is the racing track. But we need food, and we need ideally calorie high food. And yeah, I don't know where we get this. I don't know what the best approach is. This looked like an old factory. This is a self-storage lot, very bad place for food, I want to say. Yellow is restaurant and entertainment. Although that was the shooting range, I think. Also not necessarily what we're looking for. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we go below 75 and go a little bit underweight. It's not going to be great for our fitness, for endurance, but we got to work. Logan here has some work cut out for it, but we also have some pretty good places here now to sleep. Pretty secure, I want to say. And yeah, some still, I'm not decided yet which one would be our more permanent location. And there's pros and cons for every one of those. But yeah, we'll have to make that decision at another time. For now, we're gonna put a cut in here. The crowbar is on its way out, but I think there was somewhere in one of the places where there was another spare crowbar, and we have the baseball bat, so that's gonna last us a while. For now, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.